Most of my new record is about becoming a father and thinking about those responsibilities. But this song I'm going to play, called "Burnin' Bright," is written for my relative David Powecki. He was the youngest state Michigan senator. He got voted in his 20s and did a lot of great things for the state and was really an example of leadership in our family. And when David found out he had cancer, and unfortunately the cancer treatments weren't really helping, he handled that last chapter of his life with such grace. And one of his last cognizant days, he called his two sons in the room, his adult sons, and he told them he had a dying wish that he wanted to leave them the responsibility of carrying out at his funeral. So only his two sons, his wife, and our priest knew the dying wish that David had. So at Divine Child Church after his funeral, the priest seemed really, really kind of giddy, which I didn't understand. He was like, you got to go to the VFW hall and go to the Polish dinner because there's a surprise. And my mom turned to me and said, I think cancer was enough of a surprise. We didn't need another one, but that's okay. And so I'm from a Polish family, and that means a lot of people show up to weddings and funerals. And that means we stack up our plates full of golonkies and pierogies and all of that good Polish food. And we spent a lot of that afternoon eating our feelings, missing David. And sure enough, his sons came out and said their father had this dying wish. And out of nowhere, they just started passing out envelopes to everybody at the tables. And what David ended up doing is giving $100 to everybody he knew. And there's a little note in the envelope that said to give it to somebody in need. A pay-it-forward moment that he wanted them to do before Christmas. So I think David ended up giving somewhere between $16,000 to $20,000 away through $100 gifts through our friends and family. And the best part about that little note he wrote for us was that he wanted us to give the gift and walk away and don't worry about what that person does with it, because sometimes we can overthink a gift and worry too much. It was a nice reminder about being a Christian angel. And the new year came around, and I picked up this guitar and ended up writing a song from start to finish for David. This is called "Burnin' Bright." Ain't life strange how time promises tomorrow? Were a thread of gold caught without sorrow. If there's only one star I see up in the sky on a lonely night, I'll think of you, burning bright at the edge of the church, stained glass story in the distance. Shared some words of my search, the pain of your absence. If there's only one song I sing a closing hymn, candlelight, I think of you, burning bright, burning bright, burning bright. Think of you, burning bright. I carried you like you carried me times before. Measure of your days like a maze, my feet walking through the door. If there's only one, if I read an epic line of a phoenix flight, I'll think of you. I'll think of you. I'll think of you. Burning bright. Ain't life strange how time promises tomorrow?